And a good morning to you. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Art Lewis Show. On the road today to the 113th Annual Saginaw County Fair. This is an event that I've been doing since I got here in 1974. And I've learned an awful lot about agriculture because of the county fair. So we're going to spend the hour talking to you. I'd like to know your memories of county fairs, wherever you're from. If you're not from this area, where were you? Were the county fairs where you were? And what do you best remember about all these fairs? I mean, to me, agriculture and youngsters are the top of the mind when it comes to these things, and kind of love to think about all the kids that are involved, because it means that the future of agriculture is secured. Because think of this, it's very difficult to farm. We're losing some of the family farms regularly. On top of that, the land being leased out for windmills and solar and all that good stuff, probably data centers pretty soon. Who's going to produce the food? We need to have agriculture. We need to have a solid base, because it's our future. It's not just the farmer's future, it's our future. So I think these fairs play an important role because they bring up the youngsters who've raised the sheep and the horses and the cattle and the birds and what have you. And they learn as they go. And most of them, not all, never everything is 100%, but most of them continue on in agriculture because it's the way they grew up. It was their life. Let's talk to Mike in Thomas Township. Mike, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Art. We'll see you in about 2 hours. We always come out on Tuesday. And remember,
I know what Mike is going to tell. I know what Mike's going to tell me his favorite is. The old antique barn.
You got it.
The old antique barn.
I've been entering in it since 74 was the first year that I've entered things at the fair, and I've entered every year since. But I've been going to the fair for close to 80 years. I think I was about 6 or 7 years old. It was just after the war, and the fair was going, and I don't remember much about that time, except that when we were kids, we used to love to, like you said, go through the tractors and stuff and all the equipment. And then the Midway, they had a lot of the Carney type shows on there, But the buildings, the merchant buildings were absolutely awesome because you get a lot of pre-samples of stuff,
Yeah.
Bring home your ruler every year. And but they had Penny Arcade. I can remember that. That was a lot of fun. But we always went through the exhibits, and a lot of the kids had or even the grown-ups have a lot of like pies and different things that they cooked and vegetables they've canned and stuff that they've grown, and it was just awesome. But the only time I missed a year was I was in the Army, and I couldn't get home when the fair was. Even 1 year when I was in the Army, or 2 years, I actually got to the fair.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was just something I never missed.
I think the one thing I appreciate about the Saginaw Fair is it's really returned to its agricultural roots. Yeah, I mean, there's food conveyors and there's the rides and all that, but they really have returned to the roots of a fair in agriculture and in homemaking and things like that. And in the commercial building, there's not that much commercial. Most of it is hobbyists and things of that nature.
Well, I kind of miss that a little bit, but I do like the antiques and stuff. And Robert actually enters. My son enters. I give him the stuff, and he enters it. And then, he enjoys it, and because we love the animal barns. He loves the rabbits and the pigeons and the chickens and all that stuff. Now, at the old fair, you remember that one when they had that big pond and they used to clean it up, and then all the ducks would be swimming around in that. But that was kind of gross, till they cleaned it up. And and then the other thing, we always went
all part of it.
they always had that little area where they had a band playing, and we always went when the New Reformation Band was. It was on a Thursday night, I believe.
Yep.
And oh God, we just love that. We'd get our brats and some lemonade and sit there and watch.
Yeah, and it was free.
Yeah.
And it was a free concert.
Yep, and it was really interesting.
All right.
Well, anyway, have a good time. We'll see you in a bit. Take care. Bye now.
Yeah. All right, Mike, thanks. Take care. Bye-bye now. Yeah, a lot of fond memories. What are yours of not only this fair or any fair for that matter? I see our good friends of Michigan Sugar have arrived with powdered sugar and brown sugar and all kinds of good stuff for our 12 noon Michigan fruit pie competition here at the fair. And as long as I have your attention for a moment here, I might as well run down some of the things happening today. Right now, at the lecture exhibit hall, there's live music and demonstrations going on. At 11 a.m., rabbit and poultry costume class and parade. Also at 11 a.m., a horse show, English Pleasure. Noon to 1 o'clock, Pure Michigan fruit pie competition, as I mentioned, here in the Zelenko Pavilion, sponsored by my friends at Michigan Sugar and others. 1 o'clock, the Homemaker of the Year will be announced here at the Pavilion, and that also sponsored by Michigan Sugar and Star of the West. 2 o'clock, a youth public speaking competition in the exhibit hall stage. 2 to 8 p.m. bingo right here in this pavilion, the Zelenko Pavilion. 3 o'clock, sheep breed, showmanship, and junior market lamb judging. 3:30 p.m., showmanship obedience for dogs at the dog barn. 7 o'clock tonight in the grandstand, sponsored by the Mid-Michigan Old Gas Tractor Association, are the tractor pulls. Now, general admission is $12. There is a 5-day pass, a mega pass, $60 for all 5 games. Food, games, rides provided by Big Rock Amusements. And again, the general admission, $12, is valid from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. each day. And the fair entry continues after 2 p.m. Admission and rides, $25. Children under 24 are free, but you must be 24 inches tall to ride the rides. And, of course, the daily admission includes free parking, entertainment, grandstand events, and unlimited rides along the Midway. 113 years of family fun. It is the 2026 Saginaw County Fair. And by the way, veterans and active military, free admission all day with IDs. Take a break and be back again. What are your memories of fairs that you've been to? 989-752-6111.
Plus.com. Rocket Grab Plus is your local go-to for great deals on services, food hot spots, local attractions, and so much more. Get half off on deals from Fran & Dot Boutique, I Love Frankenmuth, Clayton Cleaners, Applied Training Solutions, Saginaw Escape Room, plus many more local businesses. You can even check out upcoming deals.
All right, we're back with you at the Saginaw County Fair down here in Chesaning on Pete Road, asking for your memories of various fairs that you've been through throughout your life. John is in Thomas Township. John, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Art.
Morning. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
John?
Yeah, I grew up on the west side of the state. The Ionia Free Fair is the one that I went to as a kid.
What do you remember about it?
Well, I grew up on a farm, so I took my cow or calf to the fair and showed her.
You were in agriculture, were you?
Yes. Like I said, I grew up on a farm. I was active in 4-H and FFA in high school.
And did you do well in these competitions?
I got a few blue ribbons over the years.
That really is that is just as important as everything else, isn't it? Getting that ribbon and saying, "Look what I did."
Yeah, and it was fun, being a kid, 10, 12, 14 years old. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
A lot of good memories, huh?
Oh, yes.
Very good. John, I appreciate you sharing them.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day. Bye-bye now. That was John in Thomas Township. If you have memories of fairs, give us a call, 989-752-6111. I was describing my memories coming here in 1974 from New York City, where I was born and raised, and thought the only cow in the world was Elsie that gave all the milk. I didn't know. I had no idea about agriculture. Learned a little bit about it in school, but just as, it was sort of an aside. Never thought about it when I down to dinner and how that food got to my table. But when I moved here in 1974 and went to the Saginaw Fair that September and walked down that alley with all that big farm equipment and saw the animals and came to realize that I found myself in a whole new lifestyle and had to learn about the region that I just moved to back then and how important agriculture was to this region. Amazingly so. And the various crops that grow here and just the sheer amount of food that's produced in Michigan. It really is quite amazing, to tell you the truth. Joe is in St. Charles, not far up the road from here. Joe, good morning.
Hi, Art. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I love coming to the fair.
Yeah, me too. I'm a farmer out of St. Charles, and I've been going to the fair. I'm like 68 years old, and my fondest memories of the fair are when I was in Saginaw, and we used to, and it was just a wonderful place, all the commercial buildings and everything that went on there, and I really kind of miss it from being in that venue because it was, I lived on a dead-end road out in the middle of nowhere, and then I got to go to town and see all that stuff. And as a young boy, it was great. It was just fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
well, I remember.
Go ahead.
I remember when I moved here in '74, I was told by attendants it was the largest county fair east of the Mississippi River for a while, which was huge. Yeah. Hundreds of thousands of people went through the Saginaw County Fair.
Yeah, no, it was wonderful. I used to love where the little duck pond was by the ag building, and then they had stuff at the grandstand. You have horse races, all kinds of stuff. It was just,
Yeah, and that was all before they built the racetrack. I think the racetrack, while I understood it was driver to make money, I think the racetrack ended up detracting from the fair and its purpose itself.
Okay, that wasn't really part of that. So.
Yeah, well, it wasn't there back then. No, you're right. That's the purpose. That's what I mean. So,
yeah.
Very good.
And our fairgrounds out there in Chesaning is fantastic too. It's a very nice place.
It is.
It's a great place to have an ag fair for sure.
And the weather today is spectacular. Hope they have this all week.
Yep, I'm planning on coming there later today when I get my work done. So.
All right, Joe. Well, listen, thanks for calling.
Okay, talk to you later, Art.
Take care. Bye-bye now.
All right, bye.
Your memories of county fairs, 989-752-6111. Yeah, that was, I always thought that when the harness racing track was built, while I understood it financially, they were out to try and, support themselves. Obviously, they have to have money. I just thought it kind of took away from the fair itself. But that was me. I mean, what did I know? I mean, I'm an outlier when it came to it. I had no idea. I just knew that I liked the fair And then I learned a lot from the fair, mostly on agriculture. And it was fun to walk around and go through the antique buildings and all the hobbyist displays, the entries. Now they still have that here in the big exhibition building here at the fairgrounds. They still have photography and all of those things. You can enter many times as you like. You can do it online. And it has to be done by July 1st, I think Bev said, of each year. And then you bring down your items a couple of days before the fair. And a lot of people still do. A lot of people still do. Let's go out to Wheeler, and we'll talk to Carolyn today. Carolyn, good morning.
Good morning. Nice to talk to you.
Same here.
Okay. My memories, all right, let's go to the Saginaw Fair. One of the big memories was we got Children's Day off from school. When we went to school, it was usually the beginning of school, and we got Children's Day off to go to the fair.
Did you really?
Then, yes, we did, yes.
Wow.
And then now, after I got married and have kids, we went to the Midland Fair. We had horses, and we'd stay there at the fair and show the horses. What fun, yes.
Oh, yeah. Do you still have horses?
We do not now. Nope, I'm 80 and my husband's 85, and we don't have any animals right now. Just we're farmers.
I always wanted, and this may sound strange, I didn't want a full-size horse. I always wanted one of those miniature horses.
Oh, yes.
That I could treat more like a pet.
Right,
I didn't know if I could or not, but I have seen videos of these horses that actually live in houses. I mean, and you can take them out and they're trained and all of that. And
Right.
I always thought that would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we had a pony as well as some big horses, but they stayed outside.
Yeah. I have a friend with horses, and they have a barn and a fenced-in area.
Right, the corral, yes.
Corral, yeah,
Yep.
and they have two horses.
And
So-
they're so much fun, too. Horses are nothing but overgrown dogs. They're just so gentle and nice and fun. Yeah, they are really fun. I miss them, but at this age, we probably don't need any more big animals.
Yeah, no, I got an 11-pound Shih Tzu. He'll have to do.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. If you just have one sheep or one lamb, they're almost like a dog, too. They want to be with you and do everything with you.
Yeah,
If you get them,
I've heard that.
a bunch of them, we had 10 once, they're a flock. But when you have one, they're so much fun.
Yeah. Well, Carolyn, I appreciate the memories. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, I thought
You
getting
bet.
that day off of school was kind of fun.
That
Okay,
I don't remember that. That's phenomenal. Very good.
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
That was Carolyn in Wheeler. We appreciate her joining us this morning as we are at the 113th edition of the Saginaw County Fair, asking for your memories of county fairs in past days, why you went and what you remember about them, what you liked about them. 989-752-6111 is the number to call, and come on and chat with us about it. I must admit I don't remember the kids' day, but then again, I wasn't part of that culture. I was, working. But I do know that the fair, and even today, is the breeding ground for the farmer of the future. Because these youngsters that show their animals literally are the future of our food. Where would we be without agriculture? Can't imagine it. Well, I can imagine it going to a grocery store and seeing empty shelves. You've got to have agriculture, and you have to have a young group of people that are the future of agriculture. All necessary. We'll take a break. Our number is 752-6111, and we will be back after these notes.
When something goes wrong...
Hi, we're back with you here at the Saginaw County Fair, underway today, and we've got some of our pie contestants beginning to arrive this morning for our Michigan fruit pie competition at noon. And we're asking for your memories of fairs. We have Cam in Freeland up next. Cam, good morning.
Good morning, Art.
Morning.
I grew up in Louisiana, as I've told you several times before, and we would go to the Ouachita Parish Fair. And it was, growing up in a smaller town, the parish fair, or county fair, as it would be known around here, was just one of the big events of the year. And I was not into agriculture, but my cousins were, so the fair was a big event to go. And one of the things we found out about our fairground in Ouachita Parish is that before it was a fairground, it was a Nazi prisoner of war camp in World War II. And a lot of the buildings that were being used by the fair were still, were from World War II and housed Nazis. And you'd go in these buildings.
Wow.
And you'd think, wow, if you're a kid, there were Nazis in here,
You got a lot more history at the fairgrounds than you thought you were going to get.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And my cousins, though, were big into the agriculture, and several of them did the calves. And my favorite cousin that I used to hang out with the most actually won the blue ribbon at the Ouachita Parish Fair one year. And every year, the blue ribbon winner would be purchased by the Piccadilly Cafeteria in Louisiana there. So, I don't know, a few months later, he and I were hanging out. We decided to go to Piccadilly for lunch or supper or something. And he's
eating his award winner?
Hamburger steak. He got chicken and I got a hamburger steak, and I'm eating my food, and I notice he's just staring at me. So I don't know, he's just lost in thought, right? So I go back to eating again, and I look up, and he hasn't touched his food. He's just staring at me. It's, Craig, what's wrong? He said, that could be Mike. His calf was named Mike. He says, that could be Mike.
Probably was.
Yeah, could have been. Yeah. Let me tell you, it was delicious. Mike was wonderful.
That's funny.
All right, man. Have a blessed day.
Yep, you too. Thanks. Bye-bye, Cam. And let's talk to Roger, who's on the road this morning. Roger, good morning.
Good morning, Art.
Morning.
You certainly have a varied topic of discussion on your show.
We try.
A memory I have from the Huron County Fair, I was born and raised on a dairy farm, unlike yourself living in the city in New York City.
Yeah.
I was 14 in 1964. We had a area of pasture land that my father decided to plant into corn. And it grew corn almost 10 feet tall. The plants were all 10 feet tall. From many years of fertilization, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep.
I took several plants as a project. I was an FFA in high school and got a blue ribbon. And beyond that, the memory I have is meeting Don Garlitz with his drag race car at the Huron County Fair.
Big Daddy Don. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I don't know if he was really big at that time, but became, big.
He
Daddy.
became big, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I got an autographed glossy from him at his little stand, and I wondered for years, what did I ever do with that? It got misplaced somewhere.
Yeah, a lot of those memories do. You wonder whatever happened to this.
Yeah,
that's great memories.
That's just one of my memories from a few years ago.
Roger, appreciate it. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care now. Roger, he was on the road this morning. 989-752-6111. And let's go up the road here and talk to Ed in St. Charles. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, Art. Nice to talk to you today.
Same
hey,
here.
I'm a neighbor of Joe's you talked to earlier, and I just wanted to say I was a little older than him, about 10 years, and I was in FFA in St. Charles, and we would get the whole day off. to go to the fair, usually in early part of the fair. And I was on the farm, and we would always take last year's crops, navy beans, soybeans, corn, clean them up, polish them up with a nylon cloth, silk cloth, and put those in the fair. And then we would take plants from this year's crop and take those in also. So, you know, we had navy beans, we had soybeans, we had corn, we had sugar beets. All those crops went in every year. And it was from last year, no sugar beets from last year, but this year we would go out and look in the fields and try and find the best looking sugar beets. 3 of those sugar beets as a display. And
excellent.
We would put those in, and I don't know how many blue ribbons we got. My brother did it. I did it. We got several of them. And we got a little payment for that, too, from the fair. That was nice.
Yep.
But the whole group of FFA from St. Charles would go down there for a whole day, and it was just fantastic.
Yeah.
That was in Saginaw, of course.
Great
that
memories.
Was in the 60s. Great memories. That was in the 60s. So,
all right.
I just want
to appreciate
say thank you, Art, for letting us express this. Thank you. Bye now.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. And let's go up to Standish before we take a break. Talk to Kelly this morning. Kelly, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Art.
Good morning.
I have grown up, I grew up in St. Charles and went to the Saginaw County Fair throughout my life in Midland County and different things. And I think at that time the most important thing was the rides and the food. But when we went to...
I like an honest woman.
We were out in Iowa for a year, and that's when I kind of saw the agricultural part of it for the first time. I don't know if it was revealed to you that I am actually Jonathan's mom. So when we were in Iowa, Jonathan was 9 years old, and a lot of his buddies were showing different crops and different animals and different things that they had grown, and it really became real. You know, it was people we knew and some of Jonathan's buddies, so that was really cool. And out in Iowa, everything was about the fair. You know, if something was happening in the summer, it was either before or after fair. You know, that was just kind of how they scheduled their timing. But now that we're in Standish, a lot of the people from our church, the kids and stuff, they've got animals in the fair. So we've been seeing horses and pigs and rabbits and just all kinds of stuff with people we know. And it makes it more real and more special to know the people who have those.
And I think particularly in rural America, the fair was the gathering place. Everybody looked forward to the fair.
Yeah.
And in many ways still is. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do agree. Well, great, Kelly. Appreciate the call. We'll see Jonathan later. All right.
I'm sure, yes, he's excited about the pies.
Yeah, I know. He horned his way in. You know, he just wanted to eat pie.
Yeah, well.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
You.
Yep.
All
bye-bye
right.
now.
Bye-bye.
All right, 989-752-6111 if you have memories of fairs gone by. As I mentioned, we have our Michigan Fresh Fruit Pie competition coming up here at 12 noon. Contestants are arriving already, and they are Jenny Carlton with caramel apple pecan pie, Colt Lake with raspberry lemon pie, Joan Gerhardt, Michigan triple berry pie, Shannon Newton, blueberry strawberry pie, Gabrielle Gaffney with cherry peach almond goat cheese pie, Tim Rivard with blueberry raspberry pie, Melissa Fitch, Michigan berry crumb pie, Linda Schmidt has golden apple and blueberry pie delight with oatmeal crumb topping, Kara Summers has blueberry lime pie, Carol Nolan, apple crumb pie, Rebecca Yeager with cherry limeade pie, and Carol Saucier with Strawberry Cream Delight. All here, all going to be judged beginning at 12 noon. We're in the pavilion here at the fairgrounds, the Zolinko Pavilion, where they also have bingo at 2 o'clock today. And at 1 o'clock, right after the pie judging and our winners are announced, Terry Henny will be here with the Homemaker of the Year Award. They're judging that right now in the exhibition building. Saginaw County Fair, up and running today, and they're open today through Saturday. General admission $12 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. today and every day. Fair entry continues after 2 p.m., and that's admission and rides for $25. Children under 24 inches are free, but you must be 24 inches tall to ride the rides. Daily admission includes free parking, entertainment, grandstand events, and unlimited rides along the Midway. And it's all happening at the 113th year of family fun and 250 years of celebrating America's birthday. Saginaw County Fair here in Chesaning on Pete Road. We'll be back. Hi, we're back with you here on WSGW down at the Saginaw County Fair in Chesaning on Pete Road, where our fruit pie competitors are arriving, and some of the vendors are still setting up some tents, and things are just happening all over the place over in the exhibition building. The Homemaker of the Year is being judged right now. Later on, in the agricultural side of things, at 3 o'clock, there'll be sheep judging, breeding stock followed by youth classes, and at 7:30 p.m. something called hog practice. I don't know what that is. Maybe they practice showing their hogs. Tomorrow they have the youth market hog judging, so that's probably why they're practicing tonight. That's at 9:30. And at 9:30 also tomorrow, the youth poultry show. 6 p.m. the Star Spangled Stampede. It's a goat obstacle course. I'd like to see that. At 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, beef and dairy practice. Thursday, 9:30 a.m., youth rabbit and cabbie judging. 9:30 a.m., beef breeding stock and youth beef show. 2 o'clock on Thursday is the dairy show. 6 p.m. is the showmanship sweepstakes. And at 7:30 p.m., they set up the sale Thursday. Also, there are lots of horse events going on, and we are just to the north of the horse barn. So there are many events going on over there, many demonstrations. And, for example, tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the horse show area, Western Pleasure will be shown. So every day there's something else going on throughout the day. Today, for example, at 11 o'clock, they're going to have English Pleasure in the horse arena, in the area where they have the horses. They've got Friday is the Junior Market Livestock Animal Sale. It's all going on right here at the Saginaw County Fair, and this is 113 years of family fun. That's quite a run. What do you remember about county fairs? 989-752-6111. If you'd like to join us with some of your memories this morning, give us a call. We'd be happy to chat with you. I mentioned that the Saginaw County Fair was really the first county fair I ever attended. And that was in 1974. I was already 31 years old. Never been to a county fair. Since that time, I've been to a few. Never been to a state fair, though. And that's on my list of things to do one of these days, and take in a state fair, which, of course, is quite an event. That's a major, major show. But I've never been to one. But I do enjoy the county fairs. I do miss some things from the older fair. I miss the antiques building and some of those things. But I really have become focused on agriculture since coming to Saginaw, and now since being down here in Chesaning at this fair, because this fair really has returned to its agricultural roots. I had mentioned earlier that I thought that the building of the harness track kind of took away from the fair what it was. And I don't know, it was never quite the same after that. But down here, they have really returned to their agricultural roots, and almost everything is built around it. Even though Big Rock Admissions has a beautiful ride area, lots of big rides, lots of food vendors, you still have an exhibition building, but agriculture is center stage. And that really, when you think about it, that's what it's all about. All right, we're going to pause for the news at the top of the hour. Next hour, we're going to spend a little time talking to Jonathan Dent, who grew up around agriculture. All of that coming up here on WSGW.
Want to update your kitchen with